Hey everyone, thank you for stopping by. My name is Nkechi and I'm a product manager for an educational platform. I work in a technology company based in Copenhagen, Denmark, and I have a bachelor's in computer science and a master's degree in technology and management. On this channel, I share guidelines around product management and just navigating through life as a girl working in tech. The other day, I shared a post on my community to find out what type of topics you would like to learn on this channel, and I got one vote, and the vote was about learning the top skills to become a good product manager. Now, first of all, there is no such thing as a perfect product manager, but I'll be sharing today in the context of a great product manager. What are the top skills you need to have to become a great product manager? Now, note that these are some of the skills I'll be sharing based on my experience, the skills that helped me get a promotion within a short period of time after 3 months in my role from a product owner into a product manager. By the end of this video, you would learn what top skills you need to harness to be great as a product manager. This video is not only relevant for aspiring product owners and product managers, but also existing product managers and product owners to know and better understand what skills is required to be harnessed in order to be a great product manager or a product owner. First of all, there is no such thing as a perfect product manager. This is because product management is actually a very broad topic. And so if you are a perfectionist, maybe this role is not for you. The product management role is a combination of both hard skills and soft skills, and we'll be looking at the skills first of all based on the hard skills. The first one is the problem solving skills. Now, this skill is required to be a great and successful product manager. It's easy to practice but difficult to teach. As a product manager in your day-to-day activity, you need to find ways to fix problems because there will always be 1,001 problems coming up, whether it's a bug issue that you need to fix in your product, or if it's an issue with the design that you need to coordinate with the design team to make sure the error is fixed or the user experience it's more intuitive. You have to constantly have the problem solving abilities or understanding the processes of finding solutions to a problem that might arise. So that's one part on the product. On the other side, you might also have problems between the teams that you're working with. The goal of a product manager is to find a way to not just resolve the conflict, but to see that everybody is operating in the same space and towards the direction that you want your stakeholders to go. Second skill to have is understanding the user's need. In order to build a product that customers or the users will love, it is critical that you empathize with them. And you can do this by researching to better understand what the users want, what are their pain points, what they need, and how you can provide this need. Understanding the user's needs involve investing the time, the effort, and the resources into talking to your customers or users, experiencing them, empathizing with them. What pains are they facing with the product, and how can you provide solutions to address those pains? It's one thing to look at data and you can just see what issues they've complained or requested for, but it's another thing to truly hear their voice and empathize with them and feel what pain that they might be going through. So even if you have a research team, I would strongly recommend that you take out time to go out and talk to customers, real users of the product, to really feel their pain and understand how you can provide solutions after listening and identifying the problems that they might be experiencing with your product. Another skill to have is passion for technology. Now, by technology, I don't mean you must have coding skills or programming skills or an engineering background or anything like that. By passion for technology, I mean you should have a flair for technology and how technology solves problems. You should also understand the basics of how mobile application works, how the web works, how servers interact with each other, and things like that. So having this understanding about technology would help you when you're communicating with the engineering team or the design team in terms of when you're developing the product, so that you're not totally lost. Another skill to have to be a great product manager or a product owner is the analytics skills. Now, most times you're actually looking at data to make informed decisions. To be a great product manager, it's important that you have a flair for numbers. That's anything that has to do with statistics, numbers, graphs, pie chart, and things like that. If you are not so good with numbers, or you don't really have like for numbers, then maybe a product owner, a product manager role may not be good for you, because if you want to be a great product manager, you need to constantly look at what are the features that is driving conversion, for example, for your product, or retention of your product. What are the things that is making customers love your product, and how can you reiterate with what the users are interacting with within your product? This will give you a better understanding on how to better optimize your product such that the customers will love and continue to use the product. As a product manager, you need to have a knack for good design. By good design, I mean being a design enthusiast. Having the eye for great user experience is critical to be a successful product manager. Now, by great design, it could mean what are the things that drives your users in terms of the design of the product, the user's experience, and how can you improve their experience. You need to know what are the best ways to solve for great user's experience. For example, with the case of Airbnb. Now, the team at Airbnb, they noticed that customers were not booking places to stay on their website due to low resolution of the photos that was listed on their website. So the team traveled to New York and stayed with the hosts of these places listed on the website, and they took high resolution photos and posted on the website, which increased their income. So something as small as changing an image resolution or changing the color of a product can make a huge difference in your user's experience. Now let's move on to the soft skills. The first one I would highlight is the effective communication skills. Now, by effective communication, I mean not only speaking, but also writing and visual presentation. As a product manager, you're constantly talking about your product, you're showcasing your product features, so you would be doing a lot of presentations in meetings. It's important that you are able to communicate clearly so that your customers or the users of the product or the stakeholders understand what you're saying. But also when writing or sending emails, because you'll be doing a lot of meetings and sending emails, it's important that you know how to communicate effectively. There's a lot of tools online like Grammarly, for example, that can help with your spelling mistakes. Another thing is understanding the business, that is having a business acumen. As a product manager, you're constantly looking at the competition, what they're doing, and how you can create a product that differentiates from other markets, from other products. It's also important that you understand the industry that you're operating in. So for example, if you're working on a product that is SaaS focused, you need to understand SaaS industry, you need to understand the subscription model and how you're going to go about your pricing or your features and things like that. Another thing is collaboration skills. As a product manager, you're not only collaborating with the design and engineering team, but you're also collaborating with other stakeholders like the sales team or the support team. So being a team player is important to be a great product manager, because sometimes people you work with might decide to go in another direction. As a product manager, you want to be a great collaborator and making sure that you're working closely with people and you're steering them in the direction that you want them to go. Having great leadership skills is also important to be successful as a product manager. In most cases, as a product manager, you have no direct report. So it's important that you're influencing without authority. Being influential, knowing what to say to your stakeholders to make them or steer them into the direction that you want to go or you want them to go according to the product vision. So in most cases, you're speaking or you're influencing without authority. A skill that I cannot overemphasize is being able to prioritize ruthlessly. Because as a product manager, you have a lot of feature requests coming in from your users, but also you have a lot of problems. It could be bug issue, it could be errors. So you need to learn or understand the act of prioritizing ruthlessly. Prioritize based on the business goals, but also the vision of the product and the customer's need. A bonus tip I'd like to share is being open to feedback, because as a product owner, you're constantly receiving feedback. So I would recommend that you see a feedback loop as a learning opportunity to improve and grow. So being open to feedback is going to help you grow as a product manager and become successful in your product area. In summary, I think it's really about balancing hard skills and soft skills. I think it really comes down to identifying where your strength lies and harnessing your strengths to deliver great products that your customers will love. It really depends on the structure of the organization, because in some organization you might be required to have sales skills. So as a growth product manager, for example, you might need to understand what is the go-to-market strategy that best fits your product. So do you want to go using free trial, or do you want to go with a discounted price? So having the skills could be great in this type of organization where you require it. I already talked about the different types of product manager in my previous video. I'll link it up, but feel free to check that out. I'll end this video with this closing remark, which is great PMs are not great in all the skills. What they've done is they've mastered the act of harnessing their skills where their strength lies to make sure that they're delivering on the product vision and delivering a product that customers love. If you found this content useful, please like and subscribe. Until next time, bye for now.